The next day, I began studying for my graduate school exams. At the same time that my wife intervened, a friend and fellow Green Beret that suffered similar wounds reached out to me for help. Up until this point, I had been wearing a mask to cover up the pain and anguish I was experiencing. But there were still numerous speed bumps ahead. I applied to 3 graduate schools: Harvard Business School, the Harvard Kennedy School, and the MIT Sloan School of Management. I was rejected by both Harvard institutions. However, I was waitlisted at MIT. So when I found this out, I bought a plane ticket from Seattle to Boston, flew across the country, and walked up to their admissions office unannounced. I thanked them for my place on the wait list, and I asked them what I needed to do to actually get into the school. 3 months later, I had an acceptance letter in my hands, and just 2 years after being wounded, I retired from the Army and began school at MIT. At 29 years old, I found myself going on my first job interview. As a former Green Beret from MIT, I thought companies would trip over themselves for me. However, after going on 17 interviews, I ended up being rejected by 16 companies. The bitterness, anger, and cynicism that I had been dealing with grew to an all-time high after a rough semester and being rejected by 16 out of 17 companies. I took a hard look at my character, demeanor, and how I was approaching life. I made a consistent daily effort to better myself through meditation, journaling, yoga, and talking to others. I let go of the negative thoughts that ran rampant through my mind, and I sought out mentorship from veterans and non-veterans. I asked my career development officer for help and accepted their critiques. And the next time I interviewed, a year later, I had my pick of jobs. I've often heard that there are 3 things in life that never return: the spoken word, a spent bullet, and a neglected opportunity. I think about every word that I say. And while I was deployed, I agonized over every round that I sent downrange. And after being wounded by a bullet that can never be taken back, I made a promise to my fallen brothers that I would not waste my second chance at life.